G'day, I'm Ash. Welcome yourselves to update Wings of Change, or Winds of whatever, Wings of Pain, Winds of Cringe. Doesn't matter, this is the A-10A Late. Obviously, you guys wasted a bunch of money. The A-10A is a fantastic aircraft, although it gets absolutely trashed in ground realistic battles. In air, it's another story altogether. It tends to be a bit of a food bait for MiG-19s and for A-5Cs. But the late variant is not. It is definitely a competitive air-to-air machine, which is quite funny considering this is a close air support vehicle, primarily designed around a 30mm gun. Regardless, it's the AIM-9Ls that do this on this machine, and we're going to showcase some clips here in a second. It is exactly what you see here on the tin can. It's exactly the same, except for the fact that there are no customizable hardpoints yet, and it gets AIM-9Ls. These things are broken. Right, first clip. Frontal lock on an A5. He has no chance to avoid, played it like a mirage. Second clip, a J7B is coming head on with me. Just to showcase you how crap the gun is, especially with air targets. That is what happens. Managed to set me on fire first. Also, this dial spins for no reason. The SU-7 here was just unlucky. He even deployed flares when I wasn't looking, when I looked in the replay. Still managed to get absolutely knocked out. Now, I wasn't paying attention for a 104 coming flying behind me, but that J35 is about to get smacked. Off. Love it. And this A5 does maneuver out of the way, goes above the sun, also does hard maneuvers, and this missile still attaches itself to the aircraft. Still flying, he's pulled, he's pulling out of the way. Nah, boom, gone. Interesting. I think you're starting to see a bit of a pattern here. This is another A5. I go launch, he deploys one set of flares and completely utterly misses. Goes vertical and the missile continues to retrack him. A F5 this time, where actually this is an interesting match. This is the mixed one. You can say A-10s on the enemy team. Managed to get a critical hit on this F5, so the most maneuverable, nimble fighter that I actually recommend to people to use. Yeah. Anyhow, deploy a case of emergency flares here, and we'll just watch as the missile goes and finally kills the target while it sets it on fire. But there are two A-10s in front of me, and I can't help myself. I really want to go head on with these two A-10s. Fire one missile, it's not going to go anywhere towards anyone. I think it might actually... No, it didn't actually go anywhere. The other A-10 realizes is like, oh shit, there's an A-10 coming towards me. Well, not anymore, there isn't. And here comes the other one. See if I can get lucky with him as well. Yep, bingo, gone. And there is the flight durability. Absolutely glass cannon. Next clip here is what happens if you get in front of a friendly A-10 with AIM-9Ls. Yep, lots of prevalent team killing going on in Matchmaker currently, so just be warned when you're flying around A-10s. Right, into some actual matches. Now, I've cut some of the time away. Essentially, you basically fly as low to the ground as possible, avoid as much as you can, and just try and stay as fast as you can. Pulled up after that Mirage, thinking I was going to get the hit, roll back over, just pull down, don't expect to get anything there. Hopefully, well, that surprises me, it's a Mirage. Managed to get the first kill of the match, and now we're just maintaining speed and keeping a visual eye out around us. Because this thing is subsonic, it's an aircraft that depends on aerial supremacy, and with that, you really have to be wary of where your surroundings are. Not only are you looking up, but you're looking all the way around you, and it can be a detriment to look around, because most aircraft fly up to an altitude before engaging a target. Thankfully, the friendly takes that one out, and that A5C goes back to the hangar. Now, there's plenty of those A5Cs out and about. Because they are a MiG-19 platform and a Chinese tech tree, they are the perfect vehicle for attacking low-flying, slow A-10s. So be aware when you see that coming towards you. A J7B is coming in for a bit of a play. He wants a bit of fun. Fortunately, he's not going to get any from me, because I'm basically watching my six like a hawk. But that's okay, considering that he's gone vertical. He's absolutely screwed. Gonna go get one solid lock on him, Fox 2, and then roll back over and chase after his A5 friend. Fortunately, his Sabre friend that's behind me doesn't get to take me out. I get a light tickle. Again, against 50 calibers, this thing does okay. Gonna launch another missile that direction, and now we're just gonna focus on Sabres and a couple of other aircraft behind me. That missile I don't think does anything, so we're now back to our guns. Surprisingly, I don't get pilot snipe there, but I do rip the wing off that guy. He goes smacking straight into the ground. That is our 3rd kill. This has been the average for me flying this machine. I think I've got about 3 to 4 kills average. I haven't been able to get aces since the start of the patch, just about 2 hours ago. But mind you, it was 94 gigabyte download, and I had to transfer my files from the dev server overwards, or else this video wouldn't have been possible. Essentially, this thing is good early on. Once people know how to start fighting it, it's going to be a little more tricky, but it is very much a glass cannon. Anyhow, we're going to go chase some of the other aircraft. Hopefully we can get down on some of the other vehicles here. It doesn't really matter because this frame is just weird. Like, it flies like a biplane with jet engines. It's almost like they put like a, I don't know, an Su-15 or like a weird early Soviet jet and put 2 engines on it and remodeled it. Very lucky there, the Su-7 managed to not get any criticals. Are we going to nail him here? We probably should be able to. Come on, and my missile goes absolutely nowhere. Su-7 basically gets taken out by the other A-10, and then there's a CL-13, which I'm trying to learn how to bird. Leading these guns, a pain in the arsehole. They are absolutely spray and pray weaponry at this stage. I expect it to change with the customizable loadout, because at least I'll be able to put gun pods underneath this thing. But it is, well, a CL-13 versing this thing with AIM-9Ls. If I had an AIM-9L, that guy'd be dead right now. That's the other thing too, right? You just got to be smart about how you place and where you put your missiles, unlike me. Again, it just takes a little bit of forethinking. When you're not really in the spot and you're just sort of wasting missiles and throwing them at things, it's understandable. But now it's time to go back to the airfield, rearm, and yeah, reload. Anyhow, taken back off. The last guy on the enemy team is still flying around. There he is. It's going to come for a head-on, and I don't use my guns on the head-on with this one. Let's see if I can get frontal aspect. I don't know, I just quite like that more. Should have gone for the guns. He realises that I'm going for frontal aspect. It pulls away and then just bees a little bitch. You know, typical A5 player, being in the fact that they like running across the map and extending matches. Well, 2 can play that game. We're now going to lower the tickets by blowing up some ground vehicles, while he decides whether or not he wants to actually engage the most critical things on the team. And at this stage of the match, oh, of course, only a hit. Come on. It's supposed to be a good CAS aircraft. Just keeping an eye out on where he is. Gonna kill another pillbox or 2. Why not? Sounds like a bunch of fun. Come in. Just pull down. Hold the trigger for a bit buttons, and just push the buttons. Easy. You know, A10 gaming, boys. That's what it's all about. That's what close air support's all about, right? Oh, looks like he wants some fun. So we're going to go see if we can engage him. Actually, no. We'll go after one more light pillbox because I want some more silver lines. But other than that, we make the guy have a choice, because we can easily win via killing out the ground units right now with the 30mm cannon. And this is just what I love about this machine. When you get into a match like this where your teams actually work together, this is quite the interesting one. Now, I've got the missile lock on because sometimes I've been lucky to lock things through clouds. I didn't showcase all the clips. I've had about 15 rounds in total. About 5 to 6 of those matches got 4 kills each. So, again, he deploys flare stick and that's going to save him. I get the lock on. I fumble my keys. It locks to the missile. Does knock out the friendly, unfortunately. I can't do anything about that. I'm trying my best. Friendly's coming in, being all friendly-like, and unfortunately for the AV-8, I'm going to steal his kill. Ooh, nearly hits the AV-8. Oh, that was close. And that's GG. Yeah, this machine is better than the early, for sure. And if you have bought the A-10A, I hope you have fun with it, because you fucking wasted $60. I'm sure this thing will get up-tiered. It'll be 10.3 within a week or so. Enjoy the missiles while you can, because that is a first look at the early A10. Alright, you've been informed. And fuck off and go do something useful. Bye-bye.